fighting for the right to keep clean water and make great beer. Ommegang Brewery has been one of the fiercest forces in the business community to come out against fracking. And our next speaker, Larry Bennet, has been one of the lovable champions leading that charge. Please give a warm welcome to Larry Bennet. Woo!
Hi. Nice day for a cold beer, huh? My name's Larry Bennet. I represent Brewery Ommegang in Cooperstown. We have brewed beer in Cooperstown for 15 years, and we want to brew there for another 100 years. We think New York is a great place to do business, and we prove it because we're growing 20% every year. We think New York is a great place to locate a business because we ship to 50 states and about 6 foreign countries from here. Yes, we say New York businesses to succeed in this new millennium need to be imaginative, sustainable, and responsible. We try very hard to be that. We also say fracking is unimaginative, unsustainable, irresponsible, and unspeakable. We and 1,080 other businesses in New York State say no fracking in New York. We have signed a pledge saying that we don't want it, and we're on record. So that's 1,080 businesses thus far and growing. So I'm just going to rip through a few things here because we need to be quick. We say it's an outrage to tell us business growth must be based on fracking. We've proven otherwise. It's an outrage to ignore 1,000 businesses who've asked for a fracking ban. It's really an outrage to act as if business is only about profits, just profits, and everything else be damned. It just isn't true. We're all part of the communities. And finally, it's an outrage that multinational gas companies think they have the right to pillage and plunder our resources and then ship the profits out of state. More specifically, it's an outrage to endanger the water of the 121 breweries currently operating in New York State, 121. It's an outrage to pollute the water of the 291 wineries and 61 cider mills currently operating in New York State. It's an outrage to contaminate the water of 63 cheeseries, 78 creameries. And it's an outrage to threaten the organic certifications of well over 100 organic farms operating in the state right now. Finally, it's an outrage to risk forever the 36,325 farm businesses that do $4.4 billion in businesses in this state every year. We also say it's an outrage to risk the $100 billion tourism industry in New York State. That's $100 billion. It's an outrage to abase the trillions of dollars of real estate value, farms, homes, and business buildings across the state. And then it's an outrage to pollute the literally invaluable rivers, lakes, reservoirs, and watersheds of New York. But here's the point. Finally, we say, join us in a newly launched statewide organization. That organization is called Businesses Against Fracking New York. You know, we can all be part of this solution. You all know people in businesses. You're involved in businesses yourselves. Get them to join us. Get us to help to grow those 1,000 businesses already on record to 10,000 businesses. And then we'll have 10,000 businesses saying no fracking in New York, and Governor Cuomo has to listen to that. Thank you.
Thank you, Larry Bennet with Ommegang Brewery, or Brewery Ommegang rather, an amazing business that has recruited hundreds of businesses against fracking. And just to keep in mind, this part of the rally is about next steps. It's about what we need everyone to do when they go home after this rally. Are we all ready to take action? All right, that means, like Larry said, building up to 2,000 businesses, 3,000, 4,000, up to 10,000 businesses against fracking. So if you are a business owner, if you know other business owners, if you just have your favorite business that you go to, restaurants, anybody, we need, especially the farming industry, we need the wineries and the breweries. By the way, over half of New York State's wineries have signed on to a letter to Governor Cuomo for a ban on fracking. So go home. That's one of our next steps, is getting more businesses signed on to tell Governor Cuomo that fracking is bad for business.